sitting here with Dave from Sum 41. He's currently on tour for the new Sum 41 record, 13 Voices. And essentially, I guess I want to touch base on the fact that you basically took a hiatus from this band for 9 years.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you did some pretty cool things on your hiatus. Brownsound was a really great project.
Mm-hmm.
You played with Organ Thieves, which is just an amazing rock band.
Yeah.
You kicked it with Black Cat Attack,
Yeah.
which is awesome. And now you're back at this. Like, what's the last 10 years been about for you?
I think, the main thing for me was that if I stopped playing music, there would be a void in my life that'd be like, you can't fill it. Especially after living through half of my 20s, just that's what I did every single day.
Yeah.
So, I mean, to get home and to start a band with my cousin that was a lot less stressful and hard on my psyche was like, that was great. And then meeting Chuck through that, because Chuck came in and took over on guitar for the Craigulator, who we ended up asking him to leave the band. And then I joined up with Organ Thieves after he started it up, and Black Hat Attack was great, man. It's just getting back home and touching home soil and touring the local clubs and being there and being around the people that brought you up again. It was really like healing for my mind and really put my feet back on the ground, man. It was good.
So do you feel like coming back into this, like you've got perspective, you're older? I mean, you guys found a lot of success when you were young men, which can lead to, not knowing how to handle it well at the time.
Exactly.
So now coming back, do you feel that, you've got the perspective to...
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think this time around it's way easier to be a lot less sensitive and more caring towards the people I'm touring in this bus with and going all over the countries with. It just makes for a way better band. It makes for a way better experience touring, and just, it's way better, especially when you're in this kind of atmosphere that's way beyond family, way beyond business. It's just something that's indescribable.
And now you get to rock out with Tom from Gob.
Yeah, man.
So
yeah, like I was
cool.
telling before, like we used to all go to the local promoter and be like, yo, put us on that Gob show. Put us on that Gob show. Be like, yo, man, you're like in a lineup of like 10 bands that want to be on this Gob show. But so we'd usually just end up going and seeing them. And yeah, playing with Tom is a trip because the guy is just, he's a musician that he can play anything.
Yeah.
Like, put him on a piano, he can play it. Give him an accordion, he can play it. And great producer, great ear, and yeah, Tom is like...
Yeah, he can write the shit out of a rock song,
yeah,
too.
exactly,
So,
absolutely.
Yeah. So, knowing I was interviewing you, yesterday I rewatched the Rocked documentary.
Yeah.
And I was just angry, like when I see you and Steve go to that school for women, young girls who have been ejected from their homes for witchcraft, it just broke my heart again because I hadn't seen it in so long. When you look back on that, like that's a mind-blowing experience that you guys went through. Like,
absolutely, that changed my life, man. And I think anger is the right thing to say. That was the first thing I experienced when I was seeing all these things. I mean, going to a jail and interviewing the warden, and as you walk into the room, somebody's just raking a pile of cash off of the coffee table into a box. Doesn't even say hello and just leaves the room. You get this vibe of like, your mind instantly goes to corruption, and then all of a sudden this guy's telling you there's nobody underneath the age of 16, nobody underneath the age of 15 there, and he threw out a couple different ages, like Benny from Total Recall throwing out all the numbers of kids that he's got. So you just know there's something up, and it's like, you go in there, and maybe the first 4 kids, we found a kid that was 14 years old, and after that we got even younger. I think we got down to about 10 years old for a kid being in jail just for being out on the street. That's it.
Well, you guys talked to a child soldier who had been shot in his hand. Yeah. You guys are interviewing a man with gator shoes who is exploiting kids for... everybody knows what blood diamonds are. I don't think everybody knows that every cell phone in their pocket has these precious metals that are being mined by kids, being taken advantage of by warlords. Like, does that seem to make our Western problems trivial? Like, do you still carry that with you when you look at kind of Western politics? And
I think getting back, that led to a deep, deep depression. Just seeing what goes on around us in Western culture, and I think you're absolutely right. It's something that just, when you see somebody that's like, oh, I can't send this text message, it's like, oh, well, this guy lives on 25 cents a day. Like, this mom has to carry her 3 babies, and a jug of water on her head for a mile in order to have water for the day. It's like, yeah, my
Wi-Fi's down and the world's over.
Yeah, exactly, right? So it was tough dealing with the guilt that comes along with being able to leave a situation like that at the drop of a hat, and
coming back to your regular life.
And it's getting used to basically being a Western piece of shit again.
Yeah, I mean, you realize you don't really have problems, you really have inconveniences.
Exactly, yeah. But, I mean, one thing, it did make things a lot easier to deal with, as far as, being able to deal with Wi-Fi being down.
Right.
Stuff like that.
So, on the less heavy side, is there a song or album you wish you had written?
Oh, man. Okay, specifically with Sum 41, I wished I was a part of Screaming Bloody Murder.
Yeah.
Because I heard that record and I was like, I was out of the band for a while and I was like, oh man, I bet this isn't going to be that great. It's like this long, or it's been this long since Chuck, and Underclass was a great record, but I bet you they can't top that. And then I heard the record and I was just like, fuck, man.
Seeing your ex-girlfriend.
Well, yeah, I was like, what am I doing? Why aren't I a part of this? And I think that record I wish I was a part of, and wish I had written. But as far as writing a record, man, let's see. Tons of funk records I love. I would say probably I would have loved to have been a part of Annie Meter's record.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, absolutely.
What's the best metal record out there of all time?
Jeez, of all time. Through and through, I would say Persistence of Time by Anthrax. Yeah, absolutely. One of my favorite metal records of all time.
Spreading the disease.
Man, I'm telling you. Go back and listen to Persistence of Time.
Okay, I'll back to back it, but I'm positive it's Spreading the Disease.
Spreading the Disease is strong.
Yeah.
But either way, it's Anthrax.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with Scotty and Charlie.
Exactly.
You can't fuck around with those guys.
Telling you, man. Yeah.